Hello students, myself Rumapal. I am MA in Economics and BEd with Method Paper Mathematics. Today I am going to discuss an important topic of mathematics, that is time and distance. So let us start. To work out the sums on time and distance, you must get some idea about speed. The speed is of two types: uniform speed and non-uniform speed. In problems on time and distance, you must come across the following. Number one, speed. There are two things in the idea of speed. Number one, unit time. Number two, distance travelled in unit time. That is, when it is said that the speed of a train is 60 km per hour, it is meant that the train travels a distance of 60 km in 1 hour. Number two, total time. In any particular problem, time for which a moving body traverses is called total time of the problem. Got it? Okay. Now, number three, total distance travelled. In any particular problem, the distance travelled by the moving body during total time is called total distance travelled. So there are three formulae depending on the mutual relationship of the above three items. What are those above three items? I have already told. First one is speed, second one total time, and third one is total distance travelled. Now, on the basis of these 3 points, there are 3 formulae depending on the mutual relationships of the above 3 items. First, we get speed. And how the speed is calculated? If you have to work out the speed, then if you are given, suppose you are given total distance travel and total time, then if you are asked to find out the speed, then you have to write total distance travel by total time, then you can get speed. Number two, total distance travelled. Suppose speed has been given to you and total time also has been given. So, you have to calculate total distance travelled. How do you calculate? Now, if you multiply speed by total time, then you can get total distance travelled. Number three, total time. You are given total distance travelled, you have been given speed. Then how do you calculate total time? Now, first you write total distance travelled by speed, then you can get total time. If you write total distance travelled in numerator and divide by denominator speed, then you can get total time. So, it can be understood very clearly if I work out one example. If I show you one example, then you can clearly understand. Now, see example 1. A goods train started to reach the destination at a distance of 324 km in 9 hours. After travelling for 5 hours, some trouble developed in the engine and the speed is reduced by 12 km per hour. How many hours after the scheduled time will the train reach the destination? So to work out this sum, but to solve this problem, we have to analyze the sum clearly. So analyzing the problem, the following five parts may be found out. Number 1, in 9 hours, the train is scheduled to travel 324 km. From this, the scheduled speed is to be determined. Now, already I have given you the formula. Okay. Number 2, total distance travel at this speed in 5 hours is to be found out. Number 3, total distance left after travelling for 5 hours is to be found out. Number 4, time required to travel distance left at a speed 12 km less than the original speed is to be determined. Number 5, scheduled time was 9 hours. Now, what time has actually been spent and its difference from the scheduled time are to be determined. So, let us start the sum right now. Okay. Now, see, let us now work out the sum step by step, part by part. Part by part. In the first part, number 1, in 9 hours the train is scheduled to travel 324 km. So, on the basis of that, we can do in 9 hours the train was scheduled to travel 324 km. Therefore, in 1 hour the train was scheduled to travel 324 by 9 km. That means is equal to 36 km. Hence, the original speed was 36 km per hour. Now come to the part 2. What was the part 2? Total distance travelled at this speed in 5 hours is to be found out. At this speed means original speed. What was the original speed? You have already calculated 36 km. So, number 2, in 1 hour the train travels 36 km. Therefore, in 5 hours the train travels 36 into 5 is equal to 180 km. Hence, before the travel, after 5 hours in the sum it was already been told, after 5 hours some travel developed. So, before the travel developed in the engine, the train covered 180 kilometers in 5 hours. Because at that time the original speed was 36 kilometers. No travel developed. So, 36 into 5, that is 180 kilometers. So, the train covered 180 kilometers in 5 hours. Okay. Now, come to the part 3. In part 3, total distance left after travelling for 5 hours is to be found out. What was the actual distance? Actual distance was 324 kilometers. So, already in 5 hours it covered 180 kilometers. So, how much kilometer right now yet to be covered? So, thus to reach the destination the train will have to travel 324 minus 180, because original kilometer was 324, already 180 has been covered. So, 324 minus 180 is equal to 144 kilometer more the train has to cover. Okay. Got the part 3? Okay. Now, come to the part 4. What was the part 4? Time required to travel distance left at a speed 12 km less than the original speed is to be determined. What was the original speed? What was the original speed? Original speed was, you have calculated 36 kilometer. Original speed you have calculated 36 kilometer. So, right now when the travel developed after 5 hours, then 12 kilometers got reduced. The speed 12 kilometers got reduced. The original speed was 36 kilometer. If 12 kilometers got reduced, so because of the travel, the train will run with a speed then 36 minus 12 kilometer per hour. That means 24 kilometer per hour. Okay, 12 kilometer got reduced. Original speed was 36 kilometers. So 36 minus 12, that is right now when the travel developed in the engine, the speed now become 24 kilometers per hour. Okay, then the train will go 24 kilometer till yet 144 kilometers the train has to cover. If the train moves 24 kilometers per hour, how much time is to be taken by the train? Now we have to calculate. See, the train will go 24 kilometers in 1 hour. The train will go 1 kilometer by 1 by 24 hour. Therefore, 144 kilometers is covered by 144 kilometers covered by the train by 124 into 144. 1 by 24 into 144 hours, that means 6 hours. 6 hours. So, part 4 you got, I think it is clear to you. Okay. Now come to the part 5. What was the part 5? Schedule time was 9 hours. Now what time has actually been spent and its difference from the schedule time are to be determined. Schedule time to reach the destination was 9 hours. Schedule time, the train is 9 hours. See the example, would stand to reach the destination at a distance 324 kilometers in 9 hours. The schedule time was 9 hours, but actual time taken before the problem developed in engine, the train moves at the speed of 36 kilometers for 5 hours. Now, when the problem developed in the engine, the train has to cover the left out kilometers, that means 144 kilometers. The train has covered 144 kilometers by 6 hours. So, previously, before problem developed in the engine, train took 5 hours. Now it is being taken by train 6 hours. The total 5 plus 6 is equal to 11 hours. So, what was the question? The question was, how many hours after the scheduled time will the train reach the destination? So, how many hours after the scheduled time? What was the scheduled time? Yes, 9 hours. Now, how much time is being taken by the train? How much time? See, 5 plus 6, 11 hours. So, the question was, how many hours after the scheduled time will the train reach the destination? So, the train was supposed to take 9 hours, but it is, right now it is being taken 11 hours. So, the train will reach the destination 11 minus 9 hours, that is 2 hours after the scheduled time. 2 hours, 11 minus 9. Original time, this is original time. Right now, after development of the problem in the engine, now it is being taken 11 hours. So, 11 minus 9, that is 2 hours after the scheduled time that train will reach the destination. Got it? Okay. Thank you. This is for today. This is for this session only. And the next session, I will discuss another important problem on. Then stay safe and take care of yourself. Thank you.